Before you add binding to your quilt, you need to get it ready. I've layered the back, batting, and top, and I've done the quilting. Now I need to figure out how wide to cut it. This measurement will be determined by the thickness of the quilt sandwich, and it's also determined by your seam allowance or the width that you want your completed binding. We need to figure out the length. Take your ruler and measure around the outside edge of your quilt. You also need to know the width of your fabric. When I sew the strips together, I don't like to sew a straight seam. I like to sew on the diagonal. Fold the wrong sides together, making sure that those edges meet, and I begin to press. So now I'm ready to stitch this binding. I will stop 1/4 of an inch from the edge, pulled my binding out of the sewing machine, and put it back like so. You'll flip it forward. I want my binding to be even with the quilt here, and I want it to be even with the top. And so I want to make sure that I stitch, that I catch the edge, and then I'll come forward. I like to hand stitch this, either using a whip stitch or an applique stitch. Here's my completed binding. For more detailed videos about these steps, go to Beginner Basics, click on Finishing the Quilt, and look under Double Fold Binding.